Hello buddy, this is Ben with another Minecraft video. In today's video I'm going to show off my design for a piston elevator. I saw this design on the Minecraft Reddit, and it's pretty cool. It's two sticky pistons facing each other that can go back and forth with a clock over there. So when I saw this I immediately thought you could probably turn this horizontally or vertically and make an elevator out of it. So that's what I did here. I was able to make a clock using the new redstone blocks, and you can see piston creeps up to the top, then descends down to the bottom. Going back and forth. The sand is there because without it you will fall through these pistons. Even with the sand you can fall through, so you have to jump when you're on the elevator just to make sure you don't end up falling through everything. Unfortunately, I have not been able to chain these together to make a very tall elevator. The issue is that when these hit a transitional zone between two, they just kind of stop. Either they'll stop and just keep firing, or they will go back down. So let's start building one. We're going to start by building our redstone line going up. This is going to be a simple spiral, a 3x3 staircase with a hole in the center. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Now you can remove the bottom of these to have a sleeker kind of spindly look, or a thicker line here. Either way is fine. Doesn't really affect things. Then you want to put in your redstone all the way down. Like so, as a reference, this bottom block here is at level 8. This top block is at level 36, so there's 28 blocks between the two. And the clock will be built at 23. Sorry, 22. I'm going to be building my clock right here. Now, a super fast clock is not that hard to build anymore. You can make it fairly compact. You have two sticky pistons. These have to be sticky pistons. Two redstone blocks. And then you just put blocks like so and connect them this way. and that creates a very fast clock. Now you can disable this clock by putting a block there. And another good thing is you can see it's restartable by moving the block. So if we go out 3 blocks here, we can put a sticky piston, grab a lever, and now we can start and stop this clock. Now we're going to build the actual piston elevator thing. So we're going to disable this bottom redstone because it's powered right now, and if we put a piston down here it will extend. We're also going to remove some of this glass, and I'm going to put a piston here and down here. And I'm also going to put some sand on top. This is the actual thing that goes up and down that will transport you. So if we put connect the redstone back up and turn on our clock, we can hopefully see this rise up. Yep, there we go. And it should go back down. Good. Very good. Watching this for a while, I can see that the pistons come down to about here and stop. So if we put power there, we can stop the piston from moving. So that's how we capture the piston down here for the loading area. This is a pretty good system. The only issue is that, as you can hear, this clock continues to run. So if we want to capture the piston this way, we also have to be able to shut off this clock. So we'll tackle this one first, capturing and releasing it, and then we'll tackle turning on and off the clock. You can see here I added a torch tower that goes up to the clock, so I can turn it off from down here. That's just for convenience. Next, I added a block with a torch to stop this from moving. You can see if you turn it off, the device goes. So now I want to create a pulse extender so that when you step on this button, it will delay for a little bit so you can get in here, and then it will turn this torch off for long enough for the thing to go down and then back up before coming back on. So a fairly easy way to make a pulse extender is to have some repeaters and then blocks in between them. You want redstone line. A redstone line right behind it, next to it. So what's going to happen is this repeater is going to power this block, which will also power this line and this repeater, which will then go and go and go. And this will extend it for 12 ticks. So this line is going to be extended for 12 ticks. Let's actually switch these guys around so that the line is on the inside. And we just need to connect this line up to this one here. And so now if I step on this, hopefully it will go. So there you see, I extended it long enough to go, but I didn't put any delay in there. So let's put a 4-tick delay, see if that's enough. Yep. Next I want to hook up the clock. Now, ideally I only want the clock to activate when this piston is trying to move. The easiest way I can figure of doing that is to hook up a bud switch to detect when this is moving. So a bud switch stands for a block update detector. It uses a quirk of pistons where they can be powered, but not realize they're powered until they're updated with a block update. They're very versatile. If you plan on doing a lot of redstone, I encourage you to read up on them. So I'm making a very simple one. This one is designed so that whenever there's a block update, let's say like that, it will do a quick pulse. So what's going to happen is this is going to get 4 pulses every time we launch this. Let's actually launch it down here so we can see. This is going to cycle through 4 times. No, we're not doing that. So that was 3. And that's 4. So every 4th one we want to send a signal to this one to be off. So we can do that by making a very simple clock here. Or memory cell, I should say. So you can use locking repeaters to... They should all be at 1. You can use locking repeaters to hold memory. Which I'll show you in a second. Okay, so this is currently on, so we want this one to be off. When it's in this stage, we want the clock to be off. But every other stage, we want it to be on. So I'm just going to do this real quick. Actually, yeah. Let's just do that. I can lock it. And destroy this and put that. Then we can grab our information off here and bring it over there. Actually. Cool. So now if we set off this thing, we can see it's cycling through. Okay, so let's test out our final product. You want to jump while you're in the elevator to avoid clipping through the sand. There you go. Now it can be kind of difficult to get out the top, so what I do is add a ejector. So you're going to want to put so you have one low side. This is where you're going to be ejected to. And you're going to want tripwires and string. And you're going to want your sticky piston and some glass. Now, normally, you can't put a block under tripwire. If you try to put a solid block under here, it would break it. But the tripwire isn't actually looking to see whether you have a solid block or not underneath it. It actually is just looking to see if there's a transparent or non-transparent block. So the piston arm is transparent and the glass is transparent, so this won't break the string. Now, interestingly enough, I have this down one lower to begin with, but whenever the sand on top of the piston would get up to the top, it would actually touch the string and break it, so I had to move everything up by one. So now this is going to eject me out this way when we're finished, so I'll just put a little landing platform here. So let's test our new ejector system. There we go. And we're at the top here. There are a few problems with this design. The most annoying is the fact that you can clip through the sand and pistons and fall directly down. Another is the fact that you can actually clip through the glass. You're limited in the amount of height you can use until I can figure out how to daisy chain these together, that is. You can't hide this redstone Well, technically, you could just put an inner casing and an outer casing and hide it that way, I guess. Kind of. Of course, this is more of a novelty than a practical design. If you want a more practical elevator, check out the boat elevator I did. But for sheer coolness and seeing a pair of pistons drive themselves upwards, this can't be beat, I don't think. And I'm actually thinking of maybe using this as like an item elevator or something. Who knows? But I hope this you've enjoyed this video and you get something out of it. It's fun and exciting to find new things like this in Minecraft, you know? So I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good day.